WTOC visits the 2017 Sunbelt Ag Expo is sponsored by the Georgia Peanut Commission.
They say if you want to find the best restaurant in town, look for the parking lot with the most cars. We wanted to find the best exhibit at the 2017 Sunbelt Ag Expo, and that led us to the Georgia Peanut Commission, where grilled, yes, you heard me right, grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches have folks piling into the pavilion.
How is it?
Great.
I'll take the other hand.
Make these at home.
We have a long history of having peanut products, different things. We have deep fried peanuts that we do here at the Peanut Commission part of the exhibit. We also do a little activity with the Peanut Buying Points Association, where they're doing a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it's almost like grilled cheese, but it's got PB&J instead of cheese in it. They are fantastic. The folks with Peter Pan, all the Peter Pan peanut butter on the face of this earth is made right here in Sylvester, Georgia, about 25 miles from here.
Well, it's exciting for people to come through because of the great attributes of peanuts, nutritional facts, the readiness to have peanut butter, to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And so that's the great part about peanuts and peanut products. It's ready, available, don't have to be refrigerated. And to see these people coming through getting recipes and eating peanuts is wonderful. And a lot of them come to get a grilled peanut butter jelly sandwich, only place in the world, you know. So we draw a crowd. I'm telling you, if there's anybody here, they'll be here.
The grilled PB&J is just one way peanut folks are getting people's attention so they can tell them about the miracle of the Georgia peanut.
We grow about half the U.S. peanut crop. It's over a $500 million industry to the farmers and almost $3 billion just to the Georgia economy. So it's really important not only to the farmers and our farm communities, but to everybody in the state.
But there's more to Georgia peanuts than just economic impact. The nutritional benefits, ease of storage, and availability are great reasons to have peanuts in the kitchen.
Peanuts is a great nutritional food. Latchkey kids, for instance, the peanut butter don't have to be refrigerated, so you can use peanut butter and jelly. It's better for a snack than sugar. Sugar goes away from your body, you get hungry again pretty soon. But you can use it as a nutritional food. And there's a lot of other great attributes. One of the latest things is development of the retina in the eye, and eating peanut products. It helps to keep the eye from having detached retina. So that, along with your cholesterol, along with your heart, your cardiovascular system, all the vitamins and minerals that you need is in the peanut. So you can eat peanuts from after an infant and glass of milk, a peanut butter jelly sandwich or something, and that's a full diet that you would need to be 30 years old. So there's so many great attributes about peanuts. That is one of the things. And not only that, heart healthy. The heart doctors went to pushing nuts, peanut nuts.
My heart goes out to the people in the Keys. I mean, there's devastation. I just hope everybody survived. It's horrible what we saw.
As the hurricanes ravaged Texas and Florida this year, the Peanut Commission realized that a product that didn't need refrigeration could be key to folks struggling without electricity.
We've been sending peanuts through Peanut Proud, and I'm talking about the total peanut industry, the Georgia peanut farmers, the shellers, the manufacturers and all, going through Peanut Proud, sending peanuts, butter to all the disaster relief.
And Georgia peanuts are key to humanitarian efforts around the world, including Operation Smile, an effort by North Carolina surgeons to treat children with cleft palates. But before the children could have the surgery, they had to have the strength to withstand it. Enter Georgia peanuts.
Operation Smile, where this group of surgeons out of North Carolina, Virginia, goes over there to do surgery, we have started feeding the therapeutic food to these children like 4 to 6 weeks ahead of them having surgery, because that gets them to where their body is well enough that because I was having to turn down so many of them at surgery because they come for surgery and it wasn't strong enough. So we're so excited about that therapeutic food, feeding them, and then seeing them when they get beautiful mouths and faces, and that, I mean, things like that is what's so important to Americans and to you and I as trying to help people. But therapeutic food is another thing. And then all of that is those suffering from malnutrition, is how they're laying on the bed about to die, and you can give them this therapeutic food, and they're up and going within a week. That's amazing. And I've been over there at those third world countries and seen this with my own two eyes, and to see this happen, folks, is a miracle.
When we talk about the miracle of Georgia peanuts, that's what we're talking about. All of those attributes from a product that's even tastier than a grilled cheese.
Your staff all came away with peanuts, Dr. Moorhead.
Those are actually mine.
Your staff is stealing your peanuts, Dr. Moorhead.
Keeping all Georgia crops healthy is one of the missions of the University of Georgia's Agriculture Department, which impacts the lives of farmers every day.
The role that the University of Georgia plays in the research that helps the agricultural industry. So we're putting on display how research goes to the marketplace and helps our farmers be even more effective in the work that they do each and every day.
Some of the research going on at the university goes hand in hand with the extension agents that are out in the field in all the counties.
Absolutely.
They're getting input and coming back. How does that system sort of work together?
Well, I think it's working very well. I think one of the true treasures at the University of Georgia is our extension service, because that's the way that we show how the University of Georgia supports the people of Georgia. And each and every day those extension agents are out there in the field. They're passing on knowledge, information that's helping those working in the agricultural industry. So it works really very well.
The other southern states are equally represented at the Ag Expo. In fact, this year Tennessee is the showcase state, touting their beautiful scenery and one of their great contributions to southern culture, moon pies.
Because they're made in Tennessee in Chattanooga, and this year is the 100th year of the moon pie.
There's a milking contest going on at the Ag Expo between Auburn, Georgia, and Florida. Turns out one of these guys is utterly better than the other two. Find out who later on as WTOC presents the Sunbelt Ag Expo.
Y'all, good morning. First of all, I want to thank all the Sunbelt Baptists for being here and all y'all in the back. It's good to see y'all. We've got a few folks that have come down front.
Georgia Agriculture Commissioner Gary Black had good reason to bring folks down front. Before he cut the ribbon to open the show, he introduced the newest phase of the Georgia Grown initiative with the catchy title, Our Dirt Grew Your Shirt.
But we're just introduced a moment ago, and we'll have for sale at georgiagrown.com. Your viewers can go there first in what we believe several generations of a from my dirt to your shirt, T-shirt, totally 100% Georgia grown cotton. All of the activity to make that is taking place in Georgia, except the spinning and dyeing that took place in North Carolina. But the rest, this cotton is traceable back to the Irwin County farmers that grew it. It's affordable, it's high quality, and it can be used by any business. We're wholesaling them. We'll be, retailing them with the Georgia Grown brands. But that Georgia Grown, 100% Georgia Grown and sewn T-shirt is probably one of the most exciting projects we've been involved in a long time. It's going to be great for cotton farmers. We're number 2 in the nation in cotton production. We ought to be promoting our products better. And finally, a way for us to really get. We've done some exporting of Georgia grown cotton out of the Savannah ports with the Georgia grown logo on the bales. This is the first time we've actually had a finished product.
The Georgia Grown brand is becoming more important to consumers who are changing the way they look at food.
That's what the consumer wants now. That's what everybody wants to know more about their food now. They want to have a relationship with their food and with the people that grow it. And food comes in lots of different ways. It's produced lots of different ways, but there's a place for everybody. Agriculture has a big portfolio to offer to the consumers of our state. And so that's why we've got so much energy and time invested in this brand, but we still believe even the best is yet to come.
We've become accustomed to paying a nominal fee for our food, the least of anywhere in the civilized world for the safest food, so Americans think of it as a birthright.
Dr. Black's counterpart in South Carolina is Commissioner of Agriculture Hugh Weathers. He says the importance of the farmers to South Carolina can't be overstated.
Agribusiness is the largest component of South Carolina's economy. We don't have the Boeings, BMWs, the high-profile names. We just have 25,000 farmers and their processing and distribution partners that make up a great industry, and it's primarily in our rural counties, whereas South Carolina's urban economies are doing great. Our rural counties are still challenged, and it is still agriculture that's the mainstay of those economies.
Yes, sir. Austin Scott. Nice to see you.
Congressman Austin Scott from Georgia's 8th District is working on a bill to help protect American farmers from things that endanger America's food supply.
No farmer out there wants a guaranteed profit written into the Farm Bill. Guaranteed profits distort markets. It's not what we want as members of Congress. It's not good for agriculture. What we want in the crop insurance product is something that mitigates the downside risk so that good farmers can make it through bad years. It's important from the infrastructure standpoint. It's not just the farmer. It's the peanut buying points. It's not just the cotton farmer. It's the cotton ginner as well. So a tremendous amount of infrastructure that goes along with agriculture. It is extremely important to our economy, especially in Georgia. And so our goal with the Farm Bill is to make sure that we have those insurance products out there that if the farmers have a bad year, either through natural disasters or through a loss of price in the market, that we're able to mitigate that downside risk.
Remember the old saying, nothing runs like a deer? Just ahead, we'll see what's running around on the farm now from the deer folks. Will Hobbs works for Lassiter Equipment, one of Georgia's largest John Deere dealers and one of the most farmer-friendly companies you'll ever run into.
I believe absolutely wholeheartedly this is a marriage between the best dealer and the best manufacturer of equipment out there today. There's no doubt in my mind. Our motto is above and beyond always. We put the customer first always. We are open 7 days a week during harvest season from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 in the afternoon. Most mornings we're open at 7. That's about 30 minutes earlier than what we're supposed to be, and we're there until at least 6 o'clock. Our parts and service department's on call 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's a commitment that we've made to our customers that, like we say, above and beyond always, and anybody that's ever dealt with us, you can ask them and they'll tell you. When it comes to servicing their customers, there's nobody better than Lassiter.
One of the things that will be featured in Lassiter's showrooms this year is the new John Deere Gator, which sounds like it's about comfort, but it's really about productivity.
So it's our factory installed cab. It's completely sealed. It's a pressurized cab that's going to give you that more dust-free environment, and we've even got the option to add heat and air for the first time. So this is a really cool cab that's going to help you go in all types of weather and be able to get things done whenever you need to. We've talked to a lot of different customers who say this just extends their ability to do the things they need to do in the time that they need to do it. So whether it's whenever you got cattle that are off having a calf, sometime whenever it's not the best weather and you need to get right out there and make that happen, find out what's going on, or they're wanting to do jobs during cold weather where they otherwise didn't want to do that, and you've got heat now to help them be able to be more efficient.
It's hard to believe 4 decades ago this started as just a small trade show for a few models of tractors and has become North America's premier farm event.
We're excited about 40 years of service to agriculture through the Sunbelt Ag Expo.
The man behind the success at the Ag Expo is Chip Blaylock, the executive director of the show. Chip acknowledges that farmers can go online now and do most of their shopping, but the Ag Expo gives them something the internet can't.
Well, they can go on the internet and do their homework, compare and contrast and get the specs, but they still like to see it, touch it, feel it. They like the show and tell aspect. And they can come to a show like the Sunbelt Expo, visit with the exhibitors. The farmers can visit with the exhibitors. They can actually see the equipment running in the fields. In the hay demos, you can see 10 round hay balers running side by side. You can compare and contrast, gather information to take back, and some of the best calls we get during the year is from dealers that say, a farmer just came in and bought a piece of equipment he saw at the expo.
Well, Chip, is there any one thing that folks need to look for that you guys are excited about having this year that's new?
I tell you what, there's just so much technology around and about throughout the exhibit area, whether it's KMC's new tillage machine or their new cotton stalk puller, both will be running in the fields. the new John Deere Gator that's climate controlled, totally enclosed. You can test drive one of those on the Gator test track. And you know, that and just hundreds of other opportunities with the demos in the fields, the livestock seminars and demonstrations going on, the cooking demonstrations in the Georgia Ag building and the Family Living building. There's something for everybody. We talk a lot at the Department of Agriculture that agriculture makes life better for every Georgian every day, but Sunbelt makes life better for every farmer in the Southeast every day, because here's the showcase, here's this is where we come to kind of get a feel for next year. What are the new products? What's the new equipment like? What's the new technology? How's the ag family doing? And so we're just glad to be a small part of it.
How good is it to have this expo here in Georgia, and your part of Georgia?
It's awesome. There are people here from all over the world. There are going to be people buying U.S. manufactured products to have shipped to other countries for production agriculture. That's a great opportunity for us to not just grow crops in the U.S., but to build products in the U.S. And if you just look at all of the different innovations and the different equipment that's here, it's amazing how much some of the equipment has changed over time. And then if you turn around and you look at other commodity groups like peanuts, for example, the very little difference in the combines that we use today and the combines that we used many years ago.
Not only do we get to see some farmers here, but it's a great consumer event. A lot of people that we can tell about the health benefits and the nutritional benefits of peanuts, and just the fact that they're good. You know, for 32 years, I'm in my 32nd year, had the greatest job in the world to be able to tell folks about something that's good and good for you.
Just ahead, we've got the Deans of Agriculture for the Tigers, the Dogs, and the Gators, and they're squaring off underneath a fine trio of cows to see who's the best milker. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the milking contest is just around the corner.
You'd expect the top administrators from Auburn, Florida, and UGA to spend their days in suits and ties, about as far from cow milking attire as possible.
Go, Nick!
But for about 10 minutes at the Expo, Auburn's Gary Lim, Florida's Nick Place, and UGA's Sam Perdue took to stools and buckets to see who could get the most milk from 3 cows, with each professor getting a turn at each cow. The crowd was highly partisan for Florida, which turned out to be good omen for the Gators.
This is Auburn University. All right. And this is Florida coming in. Florida.
After the first cow, Auburn trickled in with UGA moving substantially ahead of the Tigers and Florida leading the way.
On your mark, get set, go!
That trend continued through the second cow. By the third, the Dogs' only hope was that Bossy would kick over the Gator milk.
1 second. Stop! All right. Florida will add to their lead. Nick Place is third place. There we go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thanks,
Florida erased any football pain with a resounding win over their SEC rivals, bragging rights until the next mooing season. This is the 40th year of the Sunbelt Ag Expo, held annually on a World War II air base, Spence Field in Moultrie, Georgia. Over the 3 days of the festival, they'll see over 100,000 visitors who will walk over 600 acres to take an up-close and personal look at over 4,000 product lines. The event draws people internationally to Southwest Georgia for what is one of the premier agriculture expositions in the United States. All of those people invest time and resources in order to improve the value and productivity of the farmers who are charged with feeding our nation and parts of the rest of the world.
And when you think about the price of some of the equipment, you definitely want to be able to see it and feel it and smell it and kick the tires before you make that investment, because it may be bigger price tag than your house.
Absolutely. These new module on-the-go cotton pickers are well over $600,000. Your combines are very expensive. Your tractors are expensive. But they have the technology to make you more efficient on the farm. And we don't spend money, we invest money.
We hope you've enjoyed our presentation of the 40th Annual Sunbelt Expo. And October 2018 is just around the corner, so we'll see you here at the 41st Annual Sunbelt Expo.